Hello, I'm Ravi Visvesvaraya Sharada Prasad. In this video, I will describe the interactions between the Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh and Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, who is now the hero of the Sangh Parivar. The relations between the RSS, the Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh, and the Congress party were not always antagonistic. At the time of independence, many of the top Congress leaders were sympathetic to the Hindu ideology, and the RSS reached out to them to work together in the national interest. And soon after independence and partition, the Sarsangh Chalak of the RSS, M.S. Golwalkar, Guruji Madhav Sadashiv Golwalkar, he proposed to Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, who was the Deputy Prime Minister and the Home Minister, that the Congress Party and the RSS should work together. And Golwalkar wrote to Sardar Patel, "I and all my co-workers have been striving from the very start to cooperate with you to bring the situation under control and make our motherland invincible. Keeping in mind the delicate situation in the country and with a view to removing dissensions for the sake of a glorious future, I have instructed all my Swayamsevak brothers to be peaceful, and I shall strive to see that between the Congress, which is capable of delivering the goods in the political field and is at present the ruling party, and the RSS in the cultural field, which has achieved success in creating a matchless spirit of patriotism, brotherhood, and selflessness among the people. There be no bad blood, there be only everlasting love, one supplementing and complementing the other, both meeting in a sacred confluence. I extend to you my hand of cooperation." So this is what Guru M.S. Golwalkar of the RSS had proposed to Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. And Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, he actually wanted to merge the RSS itself into the Congress, because he viewed the RSS as a disciplined cadre, although somewhat misguided. And actually, in a speech in Lucknow on 6th January 1948, Sardar Patel had declared, "In the Congress, those who are in power feel that by virtue of authority, they will be able to crush the RSS. You cannot crush an organization by using the danda. The danda is meant for thieves and dacoits. They are patriots who love their country. Only their trend of thought is diverted. They are to be won over by congressmen, by love." But after the assassination of Mahatma Gandhi on 30 January 1948, that totally changed the relations between the RSS and Sardar Patel, because the RSS had celebrated the assassination of Mahatma Gandhi, and Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel wrote to Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru on 27th February 1948. The RSS was not involved in it at all. It was a fanatical wing of the Hindu Mahasabha directly under Savarkar that hatched the conspiracy and saw it through. Of course, his assassination was welcomed by those of the RSS and the Mahasabha who were strongly opposed to his way of thinking and to his policy. But beyond this, I do not think it is possible, on the evidence which has come before us, to implicate any other members of the RSS or the Hindu Mahasabha. So it is very significant that Sardar Patel wrote to Nehru. It clearly emerges that the RSS was not involved at all. Of course, his assassination was welcomed by the RSS, who was strongly opposed to his way of thinking. But beyond this, I do not think it is possible, on the evidence which has come before us, to implicate the RSS. And regarding the involvement of the Hindu Mahasabha and of the RSS, it is significant that Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel wrote to Shyama Prasad Mukherjee, who was head of the Hindu Mahasabha, and S.P. Mukherjee was a cabinet minister in the government of Jawaharlal Nehru. So Sardar Patel wrote to S.P. Mukherjee, I quite agree with you that the Hindu Mahasabha as an organization was not concerned in the conspiracy that led to Gandhi's murder. But at the same time, we cannot shut our eyes to the fact that an appreciable number of members of the Mahasabha gloated over the tragedy and distributed sweets. On this matter, reliable reports have come to us from all parts of the country. And Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel added, further, militant communalism, which was preached until only a few months ago by many spokesmen of the Mahasabha, could not but be regarded as a danger to public security. The same would apply to the RSS, with the additional danger inherent in an organization run in secret on military or semi-military lines. So this was emphasized by Sardar Patel. The same would apply to the RSS, with the additional danger inherent in an organization run in secret on military or semi-military lines. And then Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, he again wrote to Shyama Prasad Mukherjee of the Hindu Mahasabha on 18th July 1948. As regards the RSS and the Hindu Mahasabha, the case relating to Gandhiji's murder is sub judice, and I should not like to say anything about the participation of these two organizations. But our reports do confirm that, as a result of the activities of these two bodies, particularly the former, an atmosphere was created in the country in which such a ghastly tragedy became possible. And Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel continued in his letter to Shyama Prasad Mukherjee, there is no doubt in my mind that the extreme section of the Hindu Mahasabha was involved in this conspiracy. The activities of the RSS constitute a clear threat to the existence of the government and the state. Our reports show that those activities, despite the ban, have not died down. Indeed, as time has marched on, the RSS circles are becoming more defiant and are indulging in subversive activities in an increasing measure. So this is what Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel had written to Shyama Prasad Mukherjee on 18th July 1948. that the activities of the RSS constitute a clear threat to the existence of the government and the state, and that the RSS circles are becoming more defiant and are indulging in their subversive activities in an increasing measure. And then after he banned the RSS in February 1948, following the assassination of Mahatma Gandhi, Sardar Patel conducted secret negotiations with Eknath Ramakrishna Ranade, and Ranade was second only to M.S. Golwalkar in the RSS hierarchy, and Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel invited the RSS to merge itself into the Congress, and he wrote to M.S. Golwalkar on 11th September 1948. In this delicate hour, there is no place for party conflicts and old quarrels. I am thoroughly convinced that the RSS men can carry on their patriotic endeavor only by joining the Congress. And then Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, he further wrote to M.S. Golwalkar on 26th September 1948. My suggestion to you is that the Sangh should be brought to adopt fresh lines of technique and policy. That new technique and new policy can be only according to the rules of the Congress. And then when Jawaharlal Nehru was abroad to attend a Commonwealth conference, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, he extended a formal invitation from the Congress party to the members of the banned RSS organization to join the Congress. But Jawaharlal Nehru stymied this move of Sardar Patel to have the RSS cadres join the Congress, because Nehru equated the RSS with the European Nazis and fascists, and Nehru was aware that their strategy was to infiltrate institutions from within. And it is rumored that Nehru also suspected that Sardar Patel wanted to use these erstwhile members of the RSS to undermine his support base, that is, to undermine Nehru's support base within the Congress party. And so when he was thwarted by Nehru in his attempt to incorporate the RSS into the Congress party, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, he dictated the constitution of the RSS through Eknath Ramakrishna Ranade and Bhayaji Prabhakar Balwant Dani. And incidentally, it was actually Dani who had recruited Golwalkar into the RSS. And so Sardar Patel got the constitution written through Eknath Ramakrishna Ranade and Bhayaji Prabhakar Balwant Dani and Bala Saheb Madhukar Dattatreya Devras, Bala Saheb Devras. And then also, again, to look at the close links between the RSS and the Congress party, in which the Hindutva sympathizers were in the majority and the secularists such as Jawaharlal Nehru and Acharya J.B. Kripalani and Jai Prakash Narayan were in the minority. So Govind Ballabh Pant, who was then the Premier of United Provinces, and now it is Uttar Pradesh, and Lal Bahadur Shastri, who was the Home Minister of United Provinces, they actually had saved M.S. Golwalkar from being arrested by the UP police for inciting communal violence during partition. And Govind Ballabh Pant and Lal Bahadur Shastri had actually enabled M.S. Golwalkar to escape from the UP police. And then after Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel's demise in December 1950, Jawaharlal Nehru carried out a purge of the Hindutva sympathizers in the Congress party, and he got rid of the Congress party president, Purushottam Das Tandon, who was a hardcore Hindutva sympathizer. And in a subsequent video interview, I will elaborate on the role played by the RSS, the Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh, during the emergency declared by Indira Gandhi in 1975, and how the RSS exploited JP, how the RSS exploited Loknayak Jayaprakash Narayan. So please subscribe to my channels on YouTube and IGTV, and please follow me on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. My Twitter account is at RVP. At RVP is my Twitter account. And on my YouTube channel, I will be uploading several more videos about politics, the economy, business and industry, and about technology. So please subscribe to my YouTube channel and my IGTV channel. This is Ravi, Visvesvaraya, Sharada, Prasad saying goodbye. Have a great day.